Okay, let's do this. All right. I want to do this in one take because I want it to come out however it comes out. What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandy. Today is actually January 1st. It is currently 2:11 p.m. It's a new year. It's 2022, and I was just laying down. I was actually reading a book, but I was laying down reading, and I was like, I kind of want to make a video because I was thinking about me, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna make a video, and this video is to whoever wants to watch this, but this video really is from me to me. I feel like this will be something that I can watch, and I'm putting it on YouTube to not necessarily to hold myself accountable, but just to put it out there. Like, I'm just like, this past year 2021 was a really interesting year, and my mind is all over the place. I don't know, I'm just gonna talk like I talk to myself. I just want to come on and say to me, self, you did it. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to watch this video next year and look at this self and be like, wow, like, this is what you were, this is what you were doing. I'm so much better now, because that's how I feel about 2021. I don't even know where to start, like, and I don't want to cry, but this year has been all about feeling my emotions and finding myself. I know that sounds cliche, but that's what this year has been about. So it's like, I don't necessarily want to be on YouTube crying, because I barely even come on YouTube to begin with. But if the tears come out, they come out. 2021, such a great year. I actually wrote every day in this book right here because I needed something to look back at, whether things went terribly wrong after this year or amazingly great, just so that I knew what I was feeling. Because you know how, like, you have feelings, but feelings are temporary. You feel them and then you get over them, or you have new feelings and then you don't feel that same feeling, like you don't feel that feeling again. Like, you can think about, like, man, I was sad, but you don't feel the sadness ever again, or the happiness, or whatever it is. So I said I wanted to try something new, because last year was a year where I was just like, well, I have nothing else, you know. I don't have, like, I feel like I was so low, there was no getting lower. So I'm like, anything I do could just be like, oh, I did it and it worked, or I did it and it didn't work. But, like, hopefully I did it and it worked. That was my plan. So I told myself that I'm gonna commit to something. I told myself I was gonna commit to a lot of things, but I said, if out of all those things I only commit to one thing, writing down my everyday feelings, my everyday emotions, my everyday experiences, whatever it is, would be one thing that I'm gonna do. And I did it. I wrote in this book every single day. And the goal was to write in the book, put the energy out that year, 2021 will be my last year, feeling like I don't have a place. And so when I'm in a place where I'm happy, wherever that may be, I'll be able to read it in 2022, because that was the goal, and just have it be a reminder of, like, more like a pat on the back. Like I'm gonna read it and be like, oh my gosh, this day last year I felt like this, and I feel like this, and I'm doing this. Like past self, it's like I just want to rub you and hold you and be like, look, you did it. Look at where we are right now. And I'm kind of nervous to read what I wrote, because I know the first 3 months of 2021 was not it. Some of these pages have tears on them with like the pen ink kind of bleeding. I wrote in this book with pain, with happiness, with excitement, with I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna read it, but I don't think I'm gonna read it on camera. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy I wrote. I'm so happy I felt. I'm so happy I went through what I went through. I'm so happy that I'm just so happy, because if those things didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am. I know that sounds cliche, but it's just like rock bottom is where it's at, bruh. When you hit rock bottom, that shit's a party. I mean after you leave rock bottom, I guess it's a party, because you get to be new, you get to be great, you get to be something you never was before. And I wonder if like I can do like a little montage of what 2021 was like, because I'm not a very open person. I don't really talk about my feelings. Definitely don't do that on the internet, but it's new. We're gonna be new. We're gonna be great. So we're not gonna make this video depressing, because we left with that. That was so however many hours 2021 was ago. I did some cool things. Let's not talk about the sad parts. I overcame so much stuff, guys. Listen, like guys, I mean me. I talk to myself as though I'm multiple people, because I mean I've been on YouTube, but like in my head I've been doing YouTube for years. Everything I do is a tutorial. So me, I got over the fear of being alone. That was a big fear for me. I did not like doing things alone. I didn't like feeling alone. I felt like when I was alone I was sad, and I needed to occupy my mind with multiple things or friends or people to keep my mind focused on something constantly, or else I felt things that I needed to deal with. And I read a book, but I don't want to show that book. I don't want to be a gatekeeper, but I don't want to show that book. I read a book that completely saved my whole existence, and the book was a very emotional experience. Like you read the book, you cry, you meditate, you're excited, you have great days, you have terrible days. Like the book just brings you through, and it takes out so many emotions. I feel like it was like kind of like going to like one of those hypnosis things where well, like if you've seen on TV, they hypnotize people who've been through traumatic experiences, and they like kind of like make them relive it, even though they've suppressed it. They make them like, you know, go through and talk about it, this, that, and the third. And I feel like that's what the book did, and it brought to the surface so many things that was making me feel ways that I didn't understand. And I don't know how to explain it. Like I had a lot that happened, or stuff that, all right, before everything was always okay. You ask me how I'm doing fine. I'm always happy, I'm always this. That's the person that I projected to the world. I was always okay, I'm always happy, I'm always joking, I'm always this, I'm always that. It was like a job. I had to do that, and then I was fully employed all the time. That's who I was pretending to be all the time. And so if anything ever happened that was like not good, I just pretended it didn't. And I just was like, I gotta keep going, the show must go on, I gotta keep smiling, I gotta keep doing this. So like when you do that, you don't ever deal with any emotions, any feelings that you have, because you just suppress them. Doing that, years later it will come back. So the book brought things back that made me feel them and realize and get over it. Really, the book pretty much, if I had to sum it up, the book says feel your feelings and get over them. Your life will be better after you do that. And that's what I did. But it took months to do that, and it took a lot of the book pretty much told you how to destroy yourself and relearn, rebuild, or whatever you want to call it. So you just start doing things you never did before. So like I started going places by myself. People on Instagram, if you guys are following me, that whole like spurt where I was like going to different restaurants and doing like all types of things, and people thought I was doing them with other people, and I was completely by myself. Like, yes, I was going out on dates alone. I was going on trips alone. I was out alone. Like, I was doing everything alone. But I don't know, when I posted it, people thought that I just had all these friends, and I was like, yeah, it's me, myself, Brandy, Brandeezy, you know, all of us, we're all here. But and I realized that I loved it. I loved my own company, the new company, my new self company. I didn't like my old self company because that one was just full of negativity and sadness. But I did so much cool stuff. Like I tried so many new things. I figured out what I liked. I figured out what I didn't like. What else did I do in 2021? You know when your mind tells you to do something, but then you try to talk yourself out of it? I feel like your first mind is always right. Like, I felt like I had to work. I eventually, I was so sad and bothered and by everything, I just quit the job that I was working, and I lived life. Like, and it's like when you live life and you're not worried, things just come. Like, you figure out how you're gonna get the money, you figure out how you're gonna do stuff, you go and you do it and you love it. And one of the biggest things that I did in 2021 that I'm like so excited is cutting my hair. Now I didn't go through that whole experience where like people cut their hair and they cry and they feel like, oh my god, I feel this, you feel that. I got my hair cut. I brought my camera. I meant to record it and I forgot. The camera stayed in my bag. I talked through my haircut and I didn't feel anything. When I revealed that I cut my hair, everybody's like, oh my gosh, like, how do you feel? What was it like? Did you cry? And I was like, no, I kind of missed, like, just, I didn't feel anything. I had no connection to my hair. None. But my hair was one of the things that stressed me out the most. Like, I always wanted it to be perfectly luscious and bouncy, but like I cut it off and I didn't feel anything. But after like a week, no, when I cut my hair, the first thing I said when I looked at myself, I was like, wow, I'm beautiful. And I went on about my day. Over the days, I started to feel something. I started to feel happy. I started to feel empowered. And I was like, they say that hair holds energy. And it could be good energy. It could be bad energy. I guess my hair was holding a lot of energy I didn't need. Because once I cut it, I felt so like, it was like, literally I felt breeze and wind and things on my head, but I also just felt like positivity, like self-love, like just like I felt like I was like Spider-Man, Superman, one of them, or like I felt like really good. And I was like, this big old puff that I was carrying around was what was weighing me down. I don't think it was literally weighing me down, but I feel like it was just holding all of this, everything that I ever went through when I had hair. Like, it was just holding it all on top of my head. And now that I cut it off, y'all see me on Instagram. Y'all see me being happy. Like, it's just me, my scalp, and my happiness now. I don't really know what this video is really about. Like I said, this video, if you wanted to watch it, you can watch it, but the video is more for me. But I'm proud of me. I'm happy. People always ask me like, What's your goals for life? Where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to do? All these big questions, right? And my answer was always just be happy. And people are like, what does that mean? Why don't you plan? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I'm just like, because I just want to be happy. And happiness can change every day. So if I made a big old plan about what I thought I wanted to do that was going to make me happy in 5 years or whatever the case may be, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going to make me happy. So I stopped listening to people because that was what was making me unhappy. Listening to people tell you, do this, don't do that, you should do this, why aren't you learning this, you need to go to school to do this, you need to do, and it's just like, just let me be. You were brought into the world completely alone. You were nurtured and loved, but you are initially alone. So leave me alone. Let me do what it is I want to do. And that's what I started to do towards the end of 2021. The lower middle of 2021. That's what I did. Like, let's just talk about the fact that 1, I cut my hair, right? 2, I'm on camera. I don't have makeup on. And it's not that I was really terribly insecure about what I look like without makeup. It was just my skin wasn't the best. Like, it wasn't, nothing was how I wanted it to be. And then, like, I would just put on, like, makeup didn't make me feel better. It was more of a hobby. But it was something that, like, if you gave me the option to get on camera with my makeup or without, I would choose with. And I'm look at me without. I don't even have not a piece of eyebrow pencil in my eyebrows. Like, lips don't even have chapstick. Like, oh, this is happiness. Happiness is whatever the heck you want it to be. And I wanted happiness to be something that I felt every day when I woke up. I wasn't sad that I'm up. I wasn't sad. I just wanted to be happy because I didn't feel those things before. And so, like, now that I found happiness, now I can decide, like, hey, I want to now try to pursue starting a business. Now I want to try to become the YouTuber that I've been saying I want to be. Now I can feel I can do those things and I can try those things and I will succeed at these things because I am now happy. An unhappy person can't do these things because it's so hard to wake up and want to do anything when you're unhappy. So 2022, I'm excited to see you bring. You got a lot to do. Oh, I also, future me speaking to me, we're also reading a new book. It's called Breaking the Bad Habit of Being Yourself. Is that what it's called? Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Anywho, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I don't know if this did anything for anybody else other than me. Like, I'm gonna enjoy watching this next year. Don't know if y'all are gonna enjoy it, but let's see what 2022 has in store. As far as the channel, let's talk about that before I go. I know that I was posting and then I didn't post, but I want to do YouTube like how YouTubers used to do YouTube when I used to watch YouTube when I was younger, like in middle school, well, in high school. Like, they posted things that because they wanted to. They did it because they enjoy doing it. Not saying that I don't enjoy doing it, but it's like I struggle with figuring out things to make videos about, because I'm just like, what would people want to see? People don't want to see that. Like, I go back and forth in my own head, like, oh, I shouldn't record this, like, nobody cares to see that. I'm gonna record doing what I want to do, and if you guys want to watch it, I welcome you, because I feel like that's the community, the family that I want to build on YouTube. People that enjoy watching me record something I enjoyed doing. not necessarily doing things that are trending or doing things because I think this is gonna go viral, or I think this is gonna do well. Like, I'm gonna record me doing things that I usually already do, and if you want to watch it, watch it. If not, I'll watch my own videos. So that's that. So don't know if there's gonna be a set schedule on my channel. I don't want to tell you you're gonna come here and have a video every Tuesday. That was the goal, but it's like I want to record clips throughout the week and do like weekly vlogs, because I like of little things that I do throughout the week, or just me talking or whatever the case may be. And I want to do like try on hauls and like unboxing of things that I buy and things of the such. And now, as you guys can see, I'm well lit. I have 2 lights, I have 3 tripods, I have more things to vlog. Yeah, so 2022 should be fun on YouTube. Aside from that, follow me on TikTok. Everything is brandeasy with 2 underscores. And I'll see you guys in my next video.